However, it is also very clear that she had to stand in her own space in order to create the way in which women would come together to be participants. In our time, we're very eager to see women's true place and presence in society or in the church outlined a little more accurately than it has been in the past. And so some people will ask, well, was she a disciple, a pupil of Francis, or more of his partner, his collaborator in creating the whole Franciscan movement and its what later became its orders? I don't think it's a good idea to try to split the two as if they were antagonistic to each other. Clare clearly learned from Francis, and she says it emphatically in her writings. It's pretty clear that Clare knew from a very young age that she was being called to some special religious dedication or consecration. From Francis, she drew an understanding of a unique and very new pathway of living in the midst of the people, but living in a profound poverty and simplicity and availability to the needs of the poor. So Francis basically provided her with a template, if you will, as she observed him and the friars. And she reminds the sisters about this all the time, not to lose sight of what they learned. However, it is also very clear that she had to stand in her own space in order to create the way in which women would come together to be participants. And so in that regard, she literally helped Francis find the structural way that women who wanted to be dedicated through their whole lifetime could come into the Franciscan movement and begin to share in the prayer and the service and the witness that the brothers were giving. So I think that she was both. She was the class star, you might say, of those who learned a lesson from Francis, but she also formed her own pathway, and actually the document of her canonization called her a new leader of women, acknowledging that she did something new.